Welcome to Subconsciously Taken, fool.
Hello, how you doing? I hope y'all doing good today. I hope y'all families are doing well. And I guess today what I'm going to talk about is in society the way it is right now. A lot of times I'll go out, everybody seems to be doing okay and everything, but one thing I notice when I go to doctor visits is that nobody talks to each other. Nobody says good morning. Maybe the receptionist or the doctor, but other than that, everybody's just quiet. Like if it's against the law to speak to each other, and now that everybody's wearing masks, I guess it's like a muzzle, what you put on a dog that ain't supposed to speak or something, or ain't supposed to communicate with each other. What gives people power is when everybody interacts with each other. Not sticking to yourself, scared to speak, or, scared to even say hello, regardless how the person looks. We're all human beings at the end of the day. And as human beings, we should be kind to each other. Treat each other the way they treat you. Simple as that. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Say hello. If they don't say hello, well, that's on them. Sometimes when you stay quiet and you distance yourself from people, you start to think that everybody's against you when really nobody's against anybody. It's that everybody's afraid to talk. I'm going to bring it up again because of political correctness. Political correctness is destroying this world. It's destroying human beings from adapting to who they are. It's like everybody's putting people labeled against each other so they won't have no power. And the people that are in power, they love it. They have more control of everybody. I'm not trying to bring in politics or none of that. I'm saying as a human being speaking to another human being, we should love each other. We can do more good if everybody would just do their part with themselves. Don't be afraid to speak out of your heart or what's in your mind from your heart. Yeah, you got a lot of these clowns that are negative and all they feed in is bad energy, or they get their kicks out of watching you fight among each other. But in reality, they're just clowns. You got instigators, they're clowns. You got haters, they're clowns. If you feed into their bullshit, then that's going to make them real happy. You're going to make their day the greatest day there is. But when you stop paying attention to them, believe me, they'll start feeling it. And when they do, they ain't going to like it. They're going to try to push harder. And as long as you just say, as long as they don't put their hands on you, don't worry about it. Simple as that. Don't worry about it. They hate to be ignored. And they hate not to have the attention they want. They know how to control people. I'm talking about instigators and haters. They know how to control people once they get them under their foot. They keep it on their neck. They keep it on their neck to where they can't say nothing because they can't breathe. Think about it. Just think about it in your mind. You know, every human being's concern should be at home. In other words, your family. Go out there, say hello to everybody. Whoever says don't say hello or say God bless, whatever. But if it's on them if they don't want to speak out. It's on them if they want to close themselves away from society. You know, like I said before, when I go out, I'll say hello, I'll say good morning or whatever. But I do that just to see where society's at. And I do get a lot of response. I get like, hey, how you doing? This and that, you know. But still, everybody's just quiet. I noticed that. When I go to the doctor's office, everybody's just quiet. Nobody wants to say a word. Nobody wants to breathe. You know, I care less. I'll tell them, hey, how's it going? Or hello or whatever. You know, they don't respond. I don't worry about it. You know. And I think everybody should try to, just say hello, good morning, you know, basically. And forget the clowns, the haters, instigators, don't worry about them. They're clowns. You know, a lot of times they make an ass out of themselves if you let them. Believe me, if you don't feed into their bullshit, they're either going to try harder or they ain't even gonna bother with you. Simple as that. You know? And I think a lot of times we don't pay attention to things like that. Or maybe we do, but maybe we feed into what they want us to feed into, not to interact with each other. You know? Which I think is wrong, because the technology is great, but the technology is taking a lot of that away from being a human being. You know, we're starting to be more interacted in games and other things, you know, this technology's got. You know, and then we believe all the bullshit we hear from the social media, you know, but it's all on what you feed on. If you feed on something positive, you'll get something positive. But always feed on good energy. This is what I keep saying. Good energy helps the soul. You know? I mean, you feel it inside. Like I was talking about good music. Good music's the same way. You know, listen to good music. Something that's got a good message. You know? But I think everybody needs to get out in the sun for a little bit and speak to each other. I mean, we're human beings, you know. We're not supposed to be controlled. We're supposed to be free, you know. And a good thing, this country is about freedom. Except for right now, all the bullshit that's going on. I mean, I don't get it. I can't understand how a human being cannot think for himself. I can't understand how a human being can't see things, what's right and wrong. They want to feed into the wrong energy because they think they're going to get ahead, and honestly they're not. They're not going to get ahead. And that's something that they'll realize at the end, and they'll be hurt. They'll be really hurt. But we can't feed into their bullshit. You know. As far as the news and stuff, man, I don't even pay attention to that. I don't. All they do, if you ever think about it, they never tell you anything positive. They're always telling you something negative. Always. It's like they're trying to feed you subconsciously. They're taking over your mind when you feed into what they're talking about. But I mean, common sense tells you everything. Think about it. Common sense will tell you everything. And don't forget, the Bible's there. And like I said, I'm not trying to preach the Bible. I'm not preaching. I believe in God. And like I said in another video, God helps me. He always has. You know. And I don't only go to Him when I need something. I go to Him every day and ask Him, God, forgive me for everything. Now, I'm only human. And he understands that. If he didn't understand that, then my life would be a mess, and it's not. Even right now, everything that's going on. You know? I think we need to appreciate what we have, and we don't. We're too busy feeding into everything else, doing everything else, getting away from the family, or putting our family in danger. One of the two. You know? I see a lot of people that they take their little kids to try to feed into the bullshit too. You know, I don't think it's right. But it's their kids. I can't say nothing. You know. The only way the human race will be saved, as you want to say it that way, is when we start teaching our little ones what's right and wrong, and let them read something out of the Bible. And if you think the Bible's got something in there that's bad, look at it and ask yourself, where is it wrong? What is wrong about this scripture? What is it saying? What is it really saying? Because you know what? At the end of the day, you know who you are. You know how you think. You know what you're going to do tomorrow, whether it's chaos or it's something positive. But you know who you are. And what hurts most, if you're in the negative side, what hurts most is that you're going to stay there. Everybody else around you is going to move forward because they're paying attention to their own lives. They don't care about the Jones. They don't care about nobody but their children as they grow up, and protecting them from what they're going to feed on. That's another thing too. Pay attention to what your kids are feeding on in school. Is it negativity or is it positive? But if you're going to teach your kids how to hate, that's on you. That's on the parents. Don't use an excuse that, oh, well, I'm a single person, I can barely do what. No, you can do it. Let me tell you something. Human beings can adapt. That is something everybody's forgotten because of political correctness. You learn how to adapt. You know, go throw your kid out in the woods and see what he knows about the woods. See if he can survive out there. Have you even taught him how to survive? Have you even taught him about criticism? On how to be hard-skinned? Don't worry about it. Things that you need to teach your kids, and I'm not trying to tell you to teach. Your kids should know already how not to take negativity and hold on to it. When you hold on to negativity, it's bad for your heart and your mind when you think about it. Negativity is getting nowhere. And negativity means zero, nothing. You don't get nothing. Positive, you do get something. You get a lot in life. You get ahead in life. The people that you think that you admire, that got money and I mean, I'm talking about like all these, I don't know, big people that they're rich. I mean, they're filthy rich. You think they care less about how you live or whatever? They don't give a damn about the way you're living. They're up there. What are they worried about? You know, we're all letting people up there try and tell us how to live, and we already know how to live. We've been doing it since we were small. Ain't nobody hold our hands. Well, at least not mine. I know that. You know, hard life is a teacher. And that's one thing that you need to learn. The past is a teacher of not to do the things ahead. It's a teacher. When the sun goes down in the west, that means everything that happened today dies there. When the sun rises up through the east, that's a new day, new beginning. Think about it. New day, new beginning. That means you start your life in the morning either with a prayer, a cup of coffee, whatever you feed into. But it's your mind that goes on that day thinking about, what am I going to do today that's positive? But don't get me wrong, there's people out there that's going to think, what am I going to do today to destroy somebody? You can't do that. You can, but that's up to the individual. That's up to every individual on what they feed on. If they're going to take something negative and keep it in their heart and dwell on it, they're going to get nowhere. They're going to give in to the clowns, the instigators, and the people that are feeding into negative stuff. Think about it. These people that are negative instigators and stuff, they're nobodies. That's why they want the attention, because they're nobodies. Think about it. All right, I'm going to leave now, and I'm going to leave you with this message again. Remember, we all create our own hell by the choices we make in life. Think about it. God bless, take care, and peace out. God loves you.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all up to you. Bye-bye and God bless.